I actually don't like, what is it? I don't like Fox in doubles too much. I feel like he does really well in singles, but it's kind of like the Bayo thing where if they can easily get interrupted like with what they're trying to do in singles, you know? Like,
yeah.
If you go in with a singles plan, but he doesn't have much of a doubles plan because a lot of his hitboxes are quick and don't last too long, so it's hard to actually get a follow-up. That's my opinion, though, on Fox in doubles. So I can see why he want to go Lucina in this particular example.
I mean, I can also see it just because he's up against a Sheik and Peach team, and Fox recovering against that sounds really, really painful for the Fox.
Yeah, that's true.
Right now, though, he is caught near the ledge, actually managing to be the one at the edge guarding. Red team having the small % lead, and never mind, a stock lead. And just like that, Mega Man, you know, he has the power to bring it when he is given the right toss to set up.
Yep. Able to make it back to the ledge. Muteace not able to find an edge guard. Getting the ledge control against Blank as well. Wow.
Yeah.
Larry just immediately trying to go for that dare.
And we also have Scatt at the same time just keeping Muteace at bay with just a wall of pellets as that interaction happens. They do manage to take out Larry, and immediately afterwards, Muteace taking out Scatt. Muteace with the high damage stock, but he's actually probably going to be able to hold on to it for a fair bit unless they get a hard read on him.
Yeah. Let's see what he does at the ledge to try and get out. Like there he is, Blank able to help out her teammate there.
A lot of really nice patience from him. Not trying to rush the situation, just trying to give Blank that opportunity to create an opportunity for him, you know what I mean?
All right, good good tech from Blank. Able to make it back to the stage. Gets caught with some up airs, but just drifts away. So she's going to be making to the back to the stage just fine.
Getting just a forward tilt punish, not anything too much because of the teammate right behind it. That's the same problem we were talking about with like all combo Fiend characters here. Sheik suffers from it too.
Oh, wow, interesting. Throws the Metal Blade down, hoping to catch maybe a 2-frame or something. Kept up some pressure, so... Man, Muteace.
Yeah. 160%. I mean, Blank has lost 2 stocks, but Muteace is being a stock tank right now.
Yeah, very true. And nothing is catching him to try and lose that stock quite yet.
I mean, honestly, if he can keep finding the way to get this value from each one of these stocks, it seems like a very possible win for Blue Team. I was going to say very possible within the Shoryu, unfortunately hitting his teammate Scatt, sending his team back a stock now.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate there. But you can just tell Larry's just like, I need one good hit on you, and then I can potentially kill you. That fair is not enough to do it from across the stage.
Oh, trying to get it again, but the DI out. And meanwhile, Scatt, though, is actually able to find an opening on Blank, getting her up to 113%. I'd like to see Red Team actually just come to terms with the fact that they're not able to kill Muteace comfortably, right?
Yeah.
And just double down their efforts to kill Blank instead. And I know that's asking for a lot because you have to then team up and kill a Sheik who can be so slippery.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're able to find a lot more success on that front. So just play to your strength instead.
Yeah. Blank already about to lose her next stock, so it looks like that then they would have to take Muteace's stock and they can take back the lead. Suggesting that they don't lose their stock now, but then there we go. So they're back in the deficit, and Scatt at 160. That doesn't look too hot so far.
Yeah, Scatt's going to have to definitely hold back if he wants to hold on to this stock.
And I love Muteace's movement and zoning with her with their hitboxes, just being able to keep out his opponents even when they're at high percent. And what has happened? I
don't know. It's a hitbox sent Blank straight up, but the thing that confused me was that if it was Shoryu, it should have killed Mega Man. It shouldn't have killed Mega Man because it has start of invincibility. So I don't know what that was.
All right, shield break probably not going to be able to do anything, obviously. So
yeah, just a single jab to get the teammate ready to go. Muteace looking to follow that up, but in the meantime, just covering the ledge so well. Peach able to float right by there so that she can react to whatever the option that the opponent is doing to try to reach it.
Yeah, all right, just fair at the ledge. Covers a lot of options if you time it right, so really good stuff so far.
And if anything goes sour, you have Sheik right behind you with a fistful of needles, ready to even things up. So Muteace and Blank are going to be taking that first game. And it looks like Larry and Scatt are discussing a lot really carefully. Actually, both teams are, which I really like to see.
Yeah, I really love it when they communicate with each other. Muteace definitely looks very expressioned, waving his hands in the air. Like, I was all the way up there, something. But yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that Scatt and Larry is talking about, like, okay, what are we going to do specifically with how long some of these stocks are lasting for us to take? Like, you know, the Muteace stock that lasts until 180, that was actually a really big deal for Blue Team to be able to soak up so much punishment at once.
All right, looks like they're going back to FD.
I think it's just more of a strategy changing it, because I know FD is actually a fine stage for both members of Red Team. Especially Mega Man, just like without denying your opponents a chance for platforms means that you always are going to be able to pressure them with pellets no matter what they're doing to your teammate.
Right. All right, gets a down tilt. Blank not able to keep up her ledge pressure so far. And just gets out of there and just tries to help out Muteace, who's kind of getting juggled by Scatt.
Yeah. And it's interesting because that that juggle happened because Muteace was also trying to assist with that, and Scatt got on the way, and that spike not going to come together. Very close, though. Yeah,
barely able to make it back to the stage. That spike was really good from Larry, though. Recognizing his situation, able to reverse that.
Oh, man, Larry trying to get in the way of this juggle, not happening, and instead Scatt just eats a few more hits. Blue team looking pretty comfortable right now.
All right, they got the ledge control, though. Let's see what they do with it. Throws them off, but Larry having a hard time following up after these throws. Mega Man's throws are relatively quick, so it's kind of hard to follow up on that.
Muteace answering that air pressure by Larry really, really cleanly, getting the tennis racket smash attack, taking the first stock for the red team, and blocking just in time before Scatt can get his Shiryu happening.
Yep. All right, gets the back air. It's still not enough to take it, though.
Oh, okay, so Blank manages to live, but Muteace is going to... No, actually, Blank, I guess, had no resources left, no bouncing fish, and no double jump, so ends up just opting to die there instead.
Yep. Yeah, so finally Red Team is able to maintain some sort of lead now. And I like these attempts from Scatt to try and get some Metal Blade combos, but it's not quite working out so far. Muteace is doing a really good job of navigating around those projectiles.
Yeah, it's proving rather challenging to pin down this Peach. And meanwhile, Blank finds his mark on the up air, taking out Scatt. Carefully landing back to the stage, and oh my goodness, those fast fall up airs so clean.
Yep. Just send them over the rainbow. Looking good so far, and we got a reasonable combo against Scatt, already 67%, and his stock just came back.
But once again, these edge guards are actually coming together a lot better for Red Team than they were in the previous game. And I think this really making the big difference is being able to better cover, especially Muteace's recovery.
Right. Oh, the fair comes out. It's not enough to take out the Lucina.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That was so nice. So, like, Larry was trying to put pressure on Muteace so that Scatt can get back from the ledge, and he gets pinged by one needle by Blank, and that's the opening that Muteace needed for the up smash.
Yeah, that was actually really good awareness, too, just be able to react to that one needle hit and just get the up smash out of shield. Really smart.
Oh, getting a little bit of damage happening on Muteace. Blank sent off stage. Neither member of Red Team really that interested in trying to edge guard her. They chuck her off and then just focus on the 2v1 immediately afterwards.
Yep. They're just trying to rack up that damage. They already recognize that Blank's at a high percent, so maybe they're trying to make it so that Blank's alone rather than Muteace, since he was doing a good job with the survivability that first game.
Oh yeah, that could be the strategy here. Scatt just backs out of that situation, doesn't want to hit his teammate. Just keeping Muteace out, and meanwhile, Larry does find that stage spike against Blank.
Yeah, I think Blank tried to trade hitboxes with a back air, but instead just got out-prioritized, so that didn't work out that time.
Meanwhile, because of that, Red Team takes the smallest of leads right now. It's so tiny because either of these characters will die to a smash attack.
Yeah, they'll just explode if they get hit by anything from Peach. Because that girl hits like a truck, and just like that, yep, the Nair just sends him flying.
Man, that was a steel robot, too.
Yeah.
Oh, that Shoryu blowing up in Scatt's face. He tried to interrupt the grab, but he hits both characters with it, and then Blank is able to react first, gets the up air, and takes the stock for it.
Yeah, but he just needs one back air on either character, I think, just to be able to get some space and control, but doesn't look like Blank's about to let that happen, so Scatt's got to make a 2v1 happen. It's possible, but...
Oh, I like it. He goes for the forward throw because it has less end lag. That way he's able to be safe. Oh, the tornado shooter actually ends up taking out Muteace.
All right, Blank, let's see if she can try and make this happen for her team right now, because we got a pretty sizable lead, but this is Sheik we're talking about. She can explode and just get a lot of damage and a good edge guard on a character like Mega Man. Especially
Blank Sheik, being an innovator in a lot of the combo game, but not going to get the chance there, getting called out with the back air. So that evens up the score down to 1-1 between these two teams.
Yeah. So now the blue team, though, has a counter pick advantage, so we'll see if they'll go to another stage and that throws off red team off their game, because even with the slight strategy change, it was still really close altogether.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, very, very close. A lot of what made the difference again was the edge guarding adaptation that they made, and the renewed focus that they have in terms of like, we're going to edge guard Muteace as hard as possible. We'll toss Blank off stage and not worry about it, and instead just get the 2v1 stuff going together on Muteace, and that was working really well. And we're actually going to be getting the run back straight onto FD. Yeah,
neither of them wants to change anything. Interesting up smash, and now there's just a bunch of hitboxes colliding with everyone, so just some chaos ensuing. But Blank actually able to get out of there mostly unscathed, with only 15% on her.
Right now, Blank going in really hard on Scatt.
I like these zoning back airs. Yeah, definitely. Everyone's definitely feels a lot more on top of each other than the last couple of games. They're just getting on that aggression and be able to get that follow-up into the back air. Really nice stuff so far.
Scatt right now just... I like how the moment that Larry was thrown off stage, right, Scatt just like drops that whole situation, runs to put himself, again, between his teammate and the other team. We're seeing a lot of these like tactical defensive decisions come out by both teams because they recognize how close every single one of these games is, so they recognize every single one of their stocks are going to matter in the end.
Right. No air dodge read from Blank, and the fair comes out and takes out Larry's Lucina, though.
Yeah, that's a good first start, but again, these leads don't last very long between these two teams.
I really like that mix-up Scatt did. He did the up B and saved his jump and navigated around from Blank and got a back air, and then actually able to catch Muteace on the up smash as well.
Some really clever stuff. Meanwhile, same situation happening. We see the edge guard against Blank kind of dropped halfway through, opting for more damage on Muteace, but now Blank is actually putting himself in a position to interrupt these combos a little bit better. Up throw, though, is going to take out Blank's first stock. Scatt, the only lone survivor of the first round of stocks.
All right, just air dodges through the explosion. I like it. No potential follow-up. But I like what the red team is doing, too. They're just going for like good old back throws into back airs, like good bread and butter combos. And that's all they need, really. And that's been doing a lot of work for them so far.
Not going to be able to find that back air. Meanwhile, both members of Blue Team in a sticky situation, or at least definitely Muteace's.
Yeah, that was unfortunate from Blank. She had the air dodge read, but it didn't work. But a fair will take out at least Scatt's first stock. But both Muteace and Larry are relatively high on their second stock, too. Oh, no! Why did you jump out of the tornado?
That's the second time! That's so unfortunate to see!
Yeah, at least it was at a high percent and not when they were at, like, 0. So, but that's still unfortunate that because you normally shouldn't be dying to the tornado.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was mostly if you air dodge. I think, like, jumping out is the big no-no.
Jumping out, like, at worst, you just, like, kind of, like, DI hard to the left or right, but you never, ever jump.
Yeah.
Ooh! What a punish.
Yep, Shoryu comes out.
And just like that, both members of Blue Team on their last stock. Red Team having both of their second stocks still intact. They're both bloody, but they're still there. Still going to be ready to generate additional revenue for them.
Yeah, went for the back throw into the up air. I'm curious if the parasol would have worked out, but just went for the fast punish instead. The one he knew that he was going to be able to land.
Cover the ledge, and right now Larry succeeds in getting Blank off stage once again, but isn't going to be able to have any luck covering it, and instead eats a peach forward air for his trouble.
I like what happened there. I think Larry tried to intercept Sheik's Vanish with a up B, but then Blank hugged the stage, and then since he did that up B, it went towards the stage, and Muteace was able to find a punish off of that. So good awareness and good evasion from Blank as well.
And meanwhile, Scatt also is going to end up biting it right there. Muteace, though, 110%. Definitely needs to watch his stock very, very carefully.
Yeah, actually both of the blue team relatively high percents and could easily die to anything.
And now Scatt looking for any opening he can for the back air. Opts to try to finish out a 2v1 with Larry. Doesn't get a kill off of it, though.
All right, both of the red team just controlling the center stage. Both of them just ledge trapping each other, and that's Muteace's stock gone. So let's see if Blank can try to bring this back for her team, or looking pretty rough right now.
Looking, yeah, like you said, tricky stuff indeed. We have Lucina forward air essentially doing the same work we've been seeing Sheik Nair do at the ledge earlier today. And we have Mega Man in the back ready to interrupt anything bad that happens with a pellet or find a huge punish. And wow, that was just jab to up tilt. Going to be taking out Blank's